Hey, what's up, Fruit Faces? It's KlaireeBerry, and I want to talk with you guys today a little bit about keto and Milla Jovovich. She was in Fifth Element, and she's been preparing for this new movie that's coming out next year, and apparently she used to be a keto person, but no longer. So, of course, needless to say, I'm happy to hear about this. I think that speaking out about keto not working and some of the other things she's saying is a good move. It's a good move on even so many more levels than what she's really speaking out about. And I'll get into that a little bit, but first, just to give you some context, about what was said and where you may be able to find this information. It was just a People article that came out not too long ago, talking about basically how it was really hard for her to sustain the keto diet. She was saying that, okay, so obviously this is no surprise. I mean, keto is extremely restrictive. Under 20 grams of fat you're supposed to follow, per day. That's less carbs than are in a single apple or banana. So obviously very, very crazy. Hard to get enough fruits and vegetables. I mean, some people say, yeah, you should get 5 fruits and vegetables a day, but any type of real health expert that I've seen that seems to know what they're talking about are saying at least 9 or 10 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. You need these antioxidants. You need fiber. These are things, just off the top of my head, vitamin C, that are very deficient in the keto diet and can lead to major problems. Not to mention, the high content of saturated fat and cholesterol can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, etc., etc., etc. So, don't forget diabetes. So anyway, we all know, it's extremely restrictive. Now, she changed her diet, like I said, for this new movie, and now she's switched to she says an 80% basically plant-based. It's a flexitarian, plant-based type of a diet. She eats, I think, 80% vegetarian throughout the week, and then she does small portions. So obviously, this is going to be a lot healthier, but also, obviously, as a vegan, this is not ideal. But like I said, I'm going to really support her and her speaking out, because any reduction, if we could reduce the amount of animals that are killed across the world by 80%, that would be a great first step for 2019. So I really applaud her. And I think that not only is this just good for helping other people, helping their diets, especially women, especially mothers. A lot of single moms out there trying to make things work, and we're always still trying to look and feel our best. And I just think this is really, really important. She goes on to say that she's made this change for over a year. She said she didn't want to start speaking out about making this change in her health until she really knew that it was something that was going to be working for her. So she says she's been doing this new 80% vegetarian diet for over a year now. And that's why, like I said, she's going to be speaking out about it. She says it's helped her skin. She says it's helped her energy. She said, and I quote, "It's just helped everything else." So imagine if she would just go that 100%, how much even better she could feel. But like I said, this is a great first step. Another thing that's really notable that I want to make a mention of is how she's saying that it has helped her mentally and also with her depression. Now, she's not saying for anybody who has severe depression issues that they should just stop taking their antibiotics or antidepressants or anything like that. But she's saying that if you think you can do it, and if you would like to avoid antidepressants, and like I said, if you're not having severe issues, that, that she really highly recommends just making a change like this, and also incorporating exercise as well, those two combined, which is the same thing that I've always said as well. So I can really get behind that. And I think that, reduction in antibiotics, especially, I keep saying antibiotics, antidepressants, if you can handle it, is going to be good for you, good for your health, because we all have heard those ads. We've heard the disclaimers. Sometimes they can lead to worse and worse problems. And it is just like antibiotics or any other pain or any type of medication. Don't take it unless you really need to. So some people obviously do. And of course, a diet is probably not going to help everyone, but for a lot of people, I definitely agree with her in that it can help. And she also said that it just makes her feel sharper mentally as well. So I say go for it. I noticed the same things in going vegan, definitely more on the ball. You can go back and look at my old videos, just the way that I speak now. Some people may think it's too fast, but you know, despite, you know, my word jumbling up today, I find that it's really helped, and emotionally as well as just the straight up mentally. So I do want to also touch base, you know, besides your health, I've kind of touched on some of the different areas that this can help your health. I do want to mention heart disease, cancer, diabetes. These are among your top killers. Stroke, those are 4 out of the 6 top killers at least. And keto, although you may be able to lose weight on it, although it may and has been shown to improve your short-term biomarkers, does not mean it's helpful for any of those disorders that most people are dying from, diseases that most people are dying from. In fact, long-term studies have not shown its safety, much less its health. So, and then, you know, there's the whole other issue of all the animals that she's saving. Again, even switching out 80% of her diet, going from a keto diet, which is, let's face it, usually mostly meat. The people who I see that are doing vegan keto are usually incorporating a lot of vegetables. And I don't know if they're just like doing a broader, you know, range of keto where they're able to eat more carbs or whatever. But I mean, come on, there's 5 grams in a freaking zucchini. Like, you can't eat very much. And although ketosis does curb your appetite because it's a starvation diet, it's what your body naturally does when it's starving, it's just not healthy to eat that little vegetables and stuff. So like I said, even the vegan keto people are probably doing much higher you know, grams of carbs. So that's better. And it is, studies do show that vegan keto is better, but going from a, you know, a normal keto diet to an 80% plant-based diet obviously has numerous benefits. But again, beyond the health benefits, you have environmental benefits. A large percentage of greenhouse gases, of land pollution, water pollution, air pollution, all of this is coming from the animal agriculture industry in so many different ways. There's mass pools of animal waste seeping into our land, into our water. You have antibiotics resistance issues because 80% of our antibiotics, at least here in America, are going towards the livestock. You have foods that are GMOs and raised with a lot of pesticides that are being fed to these animals that are also, it's being disseminated. Like, there's just so many issues with all of this stuff. I could go on and on about that, but I also really want to touch on the animal cruelty aspects of this. You know, I believe that the animal cruelty goes through, you know, when these animals are tortured, and they are, every single one of them are tortured long before they're even sent to slaughter. I believe that goes in, you know, to the meat that, you know, people might eat, and, you know, doesn't help in any way, shape, or form, whether it be health, mental, emotional, spiritual, etc. But just the fact that, you know, you're having to kill an animal would be bad enough. You know, these animals are all innocent. They're all gentle naturally. When they're, you know, like 90-something% of all of these animals, actually 99 are basically 99%, I believe, are factory farmed animals. And even if you're going out of your way and spending the extra big bucks to buy organic, these practices that I'm going to list for you are still happening. Even if it says free range, it's still happening. Even if it says cage free, they're still overcrowded. They find ways around that. They take the cage away, but they're still free range. Even if it says like pasture access, like they get a small little window and you know, it's only open for a certain amount of the day. It's just like these labels mean absolutely nothing. The label natural means nothing. And again, the organic label, they're still overcrowded. They're still confined. They can't, and I'm talking about all animals that are raised this way, whether it's a cow, a chicken, a pig, etc. Turkeys, ducks, like it's the same thing. They can't even function in a normal and natural way. The social orders, their families, all of that goes out the window. There's nothing natural about eating these animals or the way that they're forced to live. Like I said, they have to be given antibiotics because they're so crammed together in disgusting and filthy conditions in their own feces, in ammonia. Many of them just die. They die slow and painful and disgusting deaths. I swear, if you guys could actually fathom to watch this stuff, watch Dominion. That is the best animal cruelty video that I've ever seen, and I've seen a bunch. There's one called Making a Murderer on YouTube also that is shorter. That's very, very good. It's the vegan one, obviously, not the other Netflix one. But, you know, these animals are just neglected. You know, if they fall out or they, you know, and a lot of them, they're either neglected or they're abused. They're killed. They're kicked. They're, you know, and this is before, like I said, before they even go to slaughter, you know. Tails are cut off without anesthetic. They're castrated. They're branded. The birds' beaks are clipped to try to help with cannibalism because, again, in these unnatural conditions causes severe psychological problems. How could eating meat from that be healthy or good in any way? These animals are raped. They're forced to be sexually assaulted, impregnated over and over. Many of them are killed. Most of them are killed at a very young age, weeks or months old. During transport, there's absolutely no laws that says that they have to be kept warm. They have to be kept from freezing. Many of them freeze to death on the way to the slaughterhouse. They are not given food or water at that point. And again, even if you're buying organic meat where you think you're getting great grass-fed beef or something the whole time, well, guess what? When it goes to the finishing lot, the finishing feed house or whatever it is, all bets are off. And so they could be eating GMO soy and you wouldn't even know it. Maybe not for organic, but that is definitely true. And if you know, like I said, let me know down below because I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's definitely true for grass-fed beef. Has to be grass-finished as well. When they do end up going to slaughter, guys, these animals are, these corporations are, they're always trying to speed up the rate of killing because they've already found scientific ways to grow these animals faster. They impregnate them faster. They're doing all this stuff faster, so they need to kill them faster as well. So the methods, not only are the methods getting really, really dangerous for slaughterhouse workers, but it's also really psychologically taxing on them as well. There's a lot of studies about this. They're having to kill animals at such a high rate of speed. Again, very dangerous and taxing, but it's also inefficient for the animals. And a lot of animals are going through the first, second, and third stages where they're getting electrocuted and not dying. They're getting dipped in scalding hot water and not dying. Their throats are being slit and they're still not dead. It's like really disgusting. It's really sad. It's really crazy. I really strongly believe that if most people knew of this type of stuff and could see it, and I don't want to show the videos because I hate watching it, but I definitely want to spread the word because this stuff is hidden because the workers, these corporations know that if everybody knew what they were doing, that they wouldn't support it. And so this has a huge effect on, you know, the vibes that are out here on planet Earth and the amount of animals that are going through this process. I mean, if we were killing ourselves as fast as we were killing these animals, we'd be extinct in like 17 days. So again, for all of these reasons combined, I really just want to thank Milla for speaking out against keto. I think there's so many different reasons, like I said, to avoid keto, to speak out against keto. It's not a good thing at all. Carbs are your friend. I honestly like to keep my fats low, and I find that that helps me process carbs more efficiently. I've got a lot of videos on it. Let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Lots of videos, like I said, playlist. You can check out my low carb playlist if you want more information. I've got, I'm all over social media, KlaireeBerry, and also lots of studies on keto and other things at KlaireeBerry.com. So take care. Don't forget to eat your fruit, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.